Hi guys. Okay, I'm all set to do pages 8 and 9. So I'm going to do the left side. So we have the large flip page. You will need a small scallop pocket and a large scallop pocket. These two mats I cut by hand and they are 6 1/4 by 3. And this is the double, what do I call that? The double-ended flip scallop. So you'll need one of those. And you will need a large flip page and of course your main base. And that's for one. And you'll need a scrap piece of decorative paper. So that's just for the one page. So you'll double that to do the two. So I want to start with the pockets. This page here, it's just a little bit tricky in getting our mats. So we'll start with that. So you're going to take your sheet of paper and, oh, there's that crayon again, sugar. So if you have, I'll just grab any sheet of paper here. So you're going to put your paper on. To do this so that you don't make any mistakes, I would suggest you cut it in half. Just cut it at 6 inches. And then on your screen, you're going to bring up the large scallop pocket mat and you're going to sit it just above the 6-inch mark. And you're going to cut that out. But before you take off this part, on your screen, you're going to bring in the small scallop mat, pocket scallop mat, and you're going to turn it upside down. And you're going to work it on to your page like this. So once you have that there, then you can take your paper off. So you'll remove this and you'll remove your paper. And then you're going to take that piece of paper that was cut at 6 and you're going to turn it around so that your design is upside down, and you're going to have it with the uncut edge at your corner here, and then you're going to cut out the small mat. That is saving you paper so that you will have a mat for your flip page. Otherwise you won't have enough. What you'll be left with is this piece, which is what I did, and I messed it up, but luckily I had those scraps because you're only going to use half of it. So that's how you're going to cut the mats. If you don't understand, leave me a message or a comment and I will go through it with you. I'll do a video if I need to. So if you don't understand that, just let me know and we'll take care of it. Okay, so we're going to start with, here's our main base. For the large pocket, you're not going to score or fold your bottom flap. We're just going to leave that. If you like, you can cut these down. I'm thinking, maybe I will cut it. It's hard to get a really good fold on that. So I'm just going to cut it, hoping that I'm doing it straight. It won't really matter. And again here. So this we are going to position 1 inch down from the top of the page. So we're just going to mark the 1 inch mark. Just going to move it in a bit so I know it'll be covered. And that is where we're going to put this one. Just like that. So let's remove our tape backing. Oops. You can also cut these if you like, but they're going to be covered by paper. And a little bit of glue just for some reassurance. So we have our 1-inch mark. So we will get this side in place. And this side. And take your bone folder and give it a good press. And if you have a long bone folder, you can go inside and just make sure you've got it nice and tight in there, well secured. So then we're going to take this one, which we do keep the bottom flap on, and we're going to tuck that down. I don't think I ran the bone folder on this one. There we go. Oh, goodness. There we go. And a little bit of glue. And this one we are going to put right on the bottom. Oh, well, this one turned out nice. I'm not going to trim that one. There we are. I'm just layered right on top of that one. Now we can put the mats in. So this will just slide right in like that, and it will cover those mats underneath, or those little flaps underneath. Glue. So the most difficult part of this was figuring out the matting and how to get it cut out with directional paper so that we had paper left over. If you're not using a directional paper, then you're fine. You can just turn that mat upside down and it won't make a difference. But it will save you paper. Even. Not my strong point. That's not even. Oh well. It's caught on, so that's where it stays. And then this one. Okay, now for the top, you're going to have a scrap of paper. I did not cut mine out properly, which is why I was lucky I had a scrap from when I did it originally. So I'll just get rid of this. And I'll use this here, which you will have a larger scrap, so you will be fine. I should keep those. Maybe, just maybe, they could be used to brighten that up a little bit. Oh, yeah, I think I'll show you what I'm thinking. Just something like this, just right across the top of that, just to give it a little bit of something. Because with this closing, you can't really put anything 3D on it, so hang on to those. Okay, so got this scrap. This won't go all the way down. No, I don't think so. So that is indeed that piece. So I'll get that tucked right in there. Oh, I'll just have to take a little bit off. Don't know if I'll be able to see this pencil mark, but we'll give it a go. I'm still just flipping back and forth with these, trying to get decent cuts. So, there it is. Line that up there. Sure it fits. Ha, perfect. So we'll ink it up. Nice scrap of paper. You may have a scrap big enough to do this full size. I'm not sure. Well, this was the scrap that I had left that I had to use, so it's not wide enough. So it will be just whatever you have left at the bottom. And you should have, because yeah, this is narrower. So yeah, you should have a piece big enough after this piece is cut out. Sure it's right side up. And slide it in. Probably getting my head in the way there. And to finish this page, you're going to use this guy here for your inserts. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your cutter and you're going to cut it at 6 1/4, which I'm going to have to erase that because that is an insert after all. Oh dear. And this was cut at 95%. I should have told you that right at the beginning. But 95%. So just go into your program and change the size however you do in your program. I find using percentage is much easier. So I wanted it just a little bit smaller so that it slid into the pocket a little better. So 6 1/4 inches. And that is going to give you a large insert and a smaller insert. So we'll just ink these up. Oh, before I do that, I need to get my corner rounder. And round these corners. Because it's an insert, I'm going to ink both sides. My machine is a little off for its start and finish. Have to recalibrate. There we go. Let's tidy that off. And this cardstock is American Crafts, the vanilla. It's 80 pounds, but it's not as strong as some other 80 pounds, and I think that's because it's textured. That does weaken the structure of the paper. Do the other side? I did. Okay. So this one is going to tuck in to this one here, and then this one will go all the way down. Again, it's not as heavy, so you have to help it in. So that is that page. So now we will move on and do the front flip page. Okay, so for the other part of this page, we have our full page or large flip page. So we're going to remove the backing and add some glue. Two right-handed. Make sure it's even top and bottom. And take your bone folder and just push it down. And because this is so thick in here, it doesn't come all the way over, which is good. It just helps you to grab on. So I've cut down my August so that it will fit in here. So we're going to glue that down. Oh, come on, where are you? Wow, you're being really stubborn. Whoa, oh, there we are. Hello, glue. Oh, good, it didn't bubble up and overflow. It happens sometimes. Oh, goodness, don't need my hair in there. Okay. repeating theme in this album has been the borders. So I've trimmed these ones down and we're going to glue them right up there like that. I think for these ones I am going to use, it is fallen over. And it dries clear. Put my tweezers. Okay, I want the red in. So you're just going to butt it right up under there. And if I cut it straight, we should be fine. And the same with this one. Really need to wash my hands, really getting glue covered. Oh, Lord. There we go. And then this scrap piece pretty much fits right in. This one's a little bit small, but I will deal with that because I was not smart in how I did this the first time. So we'll trim this off. Just use this one. Okay. Ink it up. I just hate throwing these foam pads away as soon as they start to shed because they have so much life in them. So just keeping my workstation clear of all the little specks means I can keep using it. And we'll glue this on. I don't know where you are in the world, but here in Canada we're having a good heat wave. It's just the 1st of June, so we're finally starting to get some heat. Didn't think winter was ever going to end. Yeah, that's not perfect. Oh, that's right in the paper. It's not coming out. So there's our cover, or our front. Now we have these guys to put in. So 6 1/4 by 3, and you're just going to lay them in and wiggle them around so that they fit where you want them to. And I've inked around the white one, but not this one because, well, you wouldn't see it anyway. And this is vanilla, not white. Oh, I'm going this side up. I'm going to glue this side down. Good thing I glance at my first one from time to time, or this would be totally different, which is fine. Okay. That looks good. And now this one. Okay, just eyeball it and press it in. And I did decide to use those scraps from in here. And I'll show you what I did. So what I'll do is put 1/8 inch tape just on the top edge. And this is Suk Wang, so I know that it's going to hold and I don't need to add any wet glue. But you can add wet glue if it's going to help you to do your positioning. So what I did was I centered it right along the side here, up a little bit. And now I have a tuck spot. So I can make an envelope and tuck it in there, or just when you put your pictures, you can just tuck one end in for the picture if you like. So it just gives it a little bit more decoration. It leaves the, or it's not quite as plain, and it's utilitarian. You can actually use it to do something. Just like that. Okay, so that's it for pages 8 and 9. So if you like that, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment if you'd like, and I will be back to do 10 and 11. Thanks for watching.